Hi friends, it's Heather. I'm here in Burlington, Vermont, and I am coming to you from my channel on Facebook, North Avenue Ink Paper Scissors. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I would love to help you out with any of your crafting needs. Tonight I have some fun projects to share with you. I'm going to explore live some stencils. I don't know if you're familiar with these products. I know that I used stencils when I was a homeowner decades ago on walls and floors. They've been around a long time, but I've never used them in my stamping and card making. So I'm excited to try these tonight. My friend Andrea sent me a card picture of some beautiful primroses that she had created using the Thankful Garden suite. And I said, oh my gosh, I didn't think I needed this set, but you've convinced me. So now I'm going to share them with you tonight. And let's get down to my desk and we'll see what's going on. Okay, hang on here. Let's see. Okay, so the suite is a new one. It's an online exclusive. And it's got these beautiful, huge flower images. This, I think you could probably color in a lot of different ways to make it a violet. I don't know, but Andrea chose to do it as a primrose. And so that's what I was going to play around with tonight. These hydrangeas, I think, could be hydrangeas, could be lilacs, could be any number of fantasy flowers. And let's see if I can come up with something fun tonight. Stencils come in numbered layers. Let's get this light on here. So the packet is about this size. And this is as a bundle right now online. And sorry about the ring light, sort of. Let's see if we can need that there. I think it's better with it off. So at any rate, there are numbers which aren't showing up very well. There you go. You can see numbers and a notch so that when you set up your layers on a piece of paper, you can mark it and tape it and build your images just as if you were doing two-step stamping. So what I did is I said, all right, I think you can see the leaves. So the image is quite big. And I'm going to set it right in here. And I'm going to start with the number 1 image here. And I'm going to use the grid paper. Let's see if I can tap down low so you can see. But I think grid paper certainly would help with alignment. I've used just a little bit of painter's tape here, and I'm going to take note of where I am lining up the image. And I'm going to grab a pencil. So this is the notch mark here. I'm just going to mark it over here. Okay. And I'm going to start with the lightest color. And remember, I've never done this before. So this is live on camera teaching you and me how to use the, sounds like Dawn's watching something in the other room. It's kind of loud. Hope you don't mind. He's been homesick. I brought home my teacher germs to him, and he's been struggling in the last few days with a lot of sinus issues, but he's on the mend. So I'm going to bring in here the blending brush. The information on the back of the stencil says, feel free to try these like with glimmer sprays or perhaps colored pencils. Just play around with it. They're very forgiving. You're going to make kind of a mess on the stencil itself, but then you're going to rinse them off. It's hard plastic. And let's just see what we get here. So this is Lemon Lolly. And I'm just going to really ink that up. And let's see what we got here. Okay. And I'm going to work around the outside of the stencil first, because I don't want to push the ink underneath the stencil. I want the stencil to be able to do the work for me. And we'll see what we get here. And I think it adds some depth if you put most of the color towards the edges. Okay. All right. So there, that's Lemon Lolly. we'll set that aside. And we will move on to Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to get stencil number 2. So here's a second stencil, a little bit more detail. I'll peel this one off. Isn't that pretty? Gosh, it's pretty just as is. And I'm going to look for that notch mark. Line it up. There we go. Here's my piece of tape again. And this is Daffodil Delight, so it's a little bit darker color. Okay, let's see what we get again. It's the first play with this. You're getting to see new product, and you're getting to see me learning how to use stencils. So Andrea, I hope you tune in and you see this, but this is all because of you that I bought this set. Okay, let's see what we think of that. I can see where this would be kind of addicting. It's pretty fast. Oh my, what do you think? Sweet, huh? Let's see, so that's Daffodil Delight. And here comes stencil number 3. Feeding this in here, matching it up to the notch on the paper. A little piece of tape. All right, and this is third color on the blossoms. This is crushed curry. So let's see how that looks. Okay. So the blending brushes here, I only have a set of 8. And what I do with them is after I've used them, I rinse them off in water in the bathroom sink, which is right next door to my craft room. And oh gosh, I think I'm going to like this. Let's see what we got going on here. I might have decided that I should have swapped the daffodil for the crushed curry, but we'll see. I can do another one here. Okay, here we go. What do you think? Oh my, I love it. Okay, there's that. Okay, we're going to move on to the stems now. And I'm just playing. For those of you who are just joining me, or if you're watching this on a replay, I'm filming this on March 28th. What are we here? I gotta look at my clock. What are we? We are March 27th. Filming this on the 27th, and I'm having my very first play with the Thankful Garden stencils, all because my friend Andrea told me about them, and I agreed with her. They're just absolutely gorgeous. So let's go with Old Olive with this leaf. Here's Old Olive. So what I started to say is that with the blending brushes, I don't have a whole lot of them because I wasn't really sure how often I would be using them in crafting. And I can see that they're a great addition here. This is fun. It's very tactile, and it takes a little bit slower than actually stamping, two-step stamping, because you're brushing the color on. A little bit more handsy here. Get a little more, how dark I want to make this. But I can see how this has become all the rage. I'm going to grab a second color of green. Let's see, so there's the leaves. And here's the 5th, that's number 5, 5th layer. And I can line that up just right. So the little notches really do seem to make it quite easy to line it up so far. Excuse me. Here's Garden Green. And I am going to grab another blending brush. So these come in sets of 3, the blending brushes. And I think probably 2 sets would let you do, because I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5th color on this particular stamps set, stencil set. Let's see, maybe I nudged that a little. Let me get it back to where it was taped. There we go. Okay. All right. So here's the darker color. Adding a little bit more depth to our image. And let's see what we've got. Oh, this is so exciting. Woo! I love it. So fun. All right. And then to add even more fun, I'm going to grab my Memento ink pad here. And we'll see what it looks like when we add the stamped image. It's quite lovely. Again, photopolymer stamp. It's so big that I'm going to put the stamp down and put the ink to the stamp. And because it's photopolymer, I'm going to use a little cushion under it. Make sure I get a good clear image. Okay, and we're just going to line it up. I am going to turn the light on here, hopefully. Here we go. All right, let's see if I can line this up. I had wondered about whether I should do the stamping first or second, but so we're trying it second. Let's see what we got. First time using this. I might decide that I like it better with a different color, but oh my gosh, look at that. I was a little bit off on my lineup, but I think that's really cool, you guys. So the suite comes also with dies. So let's see what we got here. We have here. So you can cut that out and add it to a card. So what I was thinking as I was looking at this, the cards that I have been doing with this set of papers, I think would go really beautifully with this set. Really kind of like it. The sentiments with this are also lovely. There's a "you make a difference with love and thanks." I'm not quite sure about these little guys here. I guess that's if you were just doing adding some dark detail afterwards. I wonder where I would put those. I'm going to have to look and see with some examples from other folks. Because I'm not sure what I would do with those yet. So anyhow, that's my beginning of the project for tonight. I really haven't created a card with it. There's some gorgeous samples that I have seen all over the place online. I do want to show you what I've been working on otherwise for the card workshop that I'm doing for 4 Goals. 4 Goals is a nonprofit that is the espoused statement is that they are a group of people living with intention. And I found it a really wonderful group to be a part of. They do some scholarships for and mini grants for teachers for their classrooms and helping folks who are having a hard time. So I'm doing a little card fundraiser for them as part of a team of 4 creators. This is the first card, really simple, just some strips and some fussy cutting. And second one, waves. These are all retired products. And one of the tricks of doing something with a group that's as large and spread out as 4 Goals is the timeliness of being able to deliver the kits if we're making them up and wanting to honor the not selling to them, but doing it as a fundraiser. So I made my own kits from materials that I had left over. So I'm not going to be able to actually stamp for them, but I did want to show this beautiful paper and set as it is there. So I have also gone back into my archives here and found all of the other ocean sets that I have, and I'm excited to create a few more projects to share with this group of people. One of the sets, oh, what did I do with it? I've been reorganizing in my craft room as I always do. Where did I set it? Where did I set it? Nobody else ever has this problem, I'm sure. Hang on. So these are all of my oceans that I pulled out. So I have there's some daisies. See, you can see what I've been working on this week. But there's the brand new Friends of the Ocean set with the crabs and the lobsters that I think I'll probably do a card for this with. And you saw that I did sand dollars. This is the original Waves dies that came out with the Seaside Bay set a couple years ago, and I just loved it. And I've used it. It's one of those sets that I don't think I'll ever get rid of because the ocean is such a happy place for me. This is the Boston Folder die cut. There's some more die cuts. Oh my gosh. Just so if you have a theme that you enjoy working with, like I enjoy working with the ocean themes, you don't think you have to get rid of them. Keep them and enjoy them and continue using them. Let's head back up here. So there. So that's all I have for you tonight. I am going to go hang with my guy for a little bit tonight. He's, as I said, not been feeling so great, and he's on the mend, and we have had a busy, busy week. So I hope you all have some stamping fun, some crafting fun. I would love to see what your projects are. If you enjoy the videos, please share and like. I appreciate your help with that. And if you have any questions for me, reach out to me at heather@northavenue.inc. Thanks. Have a great night.